I'm back down on that stream bottom, cutting wood. And I'm taking a break and brewing up a little coffee. But I thought I would mention what I'm using here is one of those Trangia burners. You know, this is the Stanley deal, which is a pretty good deal actually. You know, it's the kettle with the lid. The best thing about it, it comes with 2 of these cups, which are really good cups. Compared to, you know, like most of the mess kits, you've got a steel or aluminum cup, which, you know, you're going to either burn your mouth or it's going to be cold. So these are really very nice little cups. But I like these Trangia burners. It's the same sort of thing that comes in the Swedish Army mess kit. You know, they burn, well, heat. But they're really very efficient. And what I do like, this is the size of the thing is small enough that I can put inside of this Stanley pot, you can put the 2 cups and the Trangia burner, and you can carry the Trangia burner full of heat. This thing was the hard thing to find, and this I carry, you know, under here, you know, on it. So it's a really compact unit. Not so much for cooking, but for beverage brewing, it's pretty nice. For cooking, it's a little tall and narrow. Unless you're cooking something like a hot dog or something. Oh, and the nice thing too, this lid has got a ventilated, it's like a strainer. So you can get out your, you know, twigs and leaves and whatever you got when you're making out of snow, you can pick up weird stuff. But I like the idea of these cups. You know, I wish, you know, I've got Stanley thermoses, and I wish they had a cup this good. You know, they've got that really small cup that's metal on the outside and thin. These are pretty good size. So I do like them. But I really, these Trangia burners, you know, they aren't very expensive, and they work really well. And like I say, it's just the right size that it fits inside with all this other stuff. And you still have room to put like coffee or sugar or whatever you want to have along in there. You know, they're very handy. I've got a couple of them that I use myself, and I've given away a few of them. Because once you use them, you get to really liking them. You know, a nice little brass piece that there's no moving parts, really, except for this, which you can use to control the heat if you should want it. But usually 1 tank full of heat, you know, 1 filling, is enough to get this pot of water boiling. And my theory is always get it hot, dump in the grounds, but leave room so that once it gets up to a boil, as soon as it starts boiling, then I throw in snow. Gets it with just the right temperature, and it drops the grounds. But I'll have my coffee and then go back to work. It's still cool, but at least it is above 0. But I would take a look at one of them Trangia burners sometime. And I got nothing, you know, the only thing I got against that Stanley thing, so these are Swedish, the Trangia burners, and I'm pretty sure these are made in China. And like I say, they work good for beverages. I guess if you're doing ramen noodles or that sort of nonsense, but for actual cooking, they leave a lot to be desired. But I do have stuff that I can use to cook over these too. They work very well. This is the hardest thing to find a deal that had these little divots going up so that the heat could go around the bottom of the pan. I took a couple of false stabs at that before I got the right one. But all in all, a very good, compact set. And like I said, them cups are great. It wasn't very expensive. Yeah, I think the cups are worth the money.